Hey everyone, this is Tammy with Four Seasons Quilting, and we are continuing on our instructional videos for how to make a t-shirt quilt. And now that you should have all of your t-shirts cut to whatever size you're cutting them to, as I said, I start with an 18-inch square. Your next step is going to be to apply some type of interfacing to keep your t-shirts from stretching out of square whenever you're working with them. My personal favorite is made by the Pellon Company, and it's called Shapeflex Style SF101. So that's Pellon SF101. And a very easy product to work with. It really just kind of feels like a piece of cotton. It is woven cotton, but it has some texture on one side that will melt and adhere to your t-shirt square. So again, in keeping things very consistent and simple with my process, I cut my SF101 squares to 17 inches. This way I know that they're going to adhere within the, within the size of the t-shirts that I've cut to 18 inches. You want to make sure that you smooth your shirts with your Pellon on top. And when you're applying it with your t-shirt design facing down, and then on top of it, this rough side of the interfacing goes onto the back of your t-shirt. And then the first thing you're going to do with your iron on a hot setting is you're just going to go all the way around the edges to seal down the edges of the product to your shirt. And one of the reasons why you want to make sure that you really smooth down your t-shirt with your stabilizer on top of it is because you don't want any little wrinkles in it. And especially if you have some type of a design, sometimes those kind of like to wrinkle up a little bit, but if you just really run your hands over it, it'll smooth out really nicely. And then the last step of it is to use a pressing cloth, and what I'm using is just the back of one of my t-shirts. You just get it damp, and then you're gonna press for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you'll continue to move your iron across your shirt. That on the instructions, it indicates that your pressing cloth should be pretty close to dry when you lift and move it. That's one of your main indicators to know whether or not if you're adhering it for long enough. So I'm just going to continue to go all the way across the shirt, all the way down, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next step.